International Press Conference of the Association for Consumer and Communication Electronics and Messe Berlin.
What's going on in consumer electronic market, and especially what are the new technology trends of consumer electronics in not only Europe, worldwide. Worldwide, consumers are fascinated by technologies and innovations of consumer electronic products and solutions. There is a dynamic growth in our market, in our industry, especially driven by digitalization. What's unique with IFA? IFA reflects, as the world's leading CE trade show platform, all these current product trends as well as the future of consumer electronics. That means IFA is a clear picture of the market, of the dynamic market of consumer electronics. On the other side, we have ecological challenges. That means consumer industries has always met the ecological challenges with new technologies and new concepts. For example, power consumption for on-mode and for standby mode has decreased dramatically in the past 10 years. This will continue in the future. Compared to 2005, LCD and plasma TVs are currently consuming 25 to 35% less energy. The published target of a lot of companies is now an additional reduction by 50%.
The most obvious difference, the most obvious evolution between the last event in 2007 and the one taking place this year in 2008, which obviously is the integration of the white goods of the home appliance industry. The consumers obviously are focusing in their household on several different items, and that's why we conducted a research 2 weeks ago where we simply asked which are the top 10 in alphabetical order, which are the top 10 most important electrical and electronic devices in your household. And as you can see, the result is not surprising, but it's kind of begging us in our assumption that we are moving in the right direction. 5 out of 10 of the top 10 household, the top 10 most important electronic devices in the household are white goods. So the consumer literally is pushing us in the direction of integrating the home appliances into IFA 2008. Okay. The second stakeholder in this market, the retailer. You are all familiar with this clientele. You know, they already anticipated what we are trying to do this year at IFA 2008. Let's switch over to the manufacturer side. Manufacturers over the last years, over the last decades, often had separate divisions for the white goods, for the home appliances, and the consumer electronics. So in their organigrams, these functions were separated. There seems to be a trend, for instance Philips, to combine these divisions in the future. Philips called it consumer lifestyle products. And so also these market players are pushing us in a combined joint direction for consumer electronics and white good industries. Put some 20,000 square meter net of home appliances, at least. That is the start. We haven't seen the end yet. I can say that we are highly content and satisfied with this result. We are stable on a very high consumer electronic level, the record level, as I said, and the acquisition process for the white good industry is really going well. Very important for us is that we still have our strategic partners on board. You see a stable picture, which is basically the same as last year. The major difference is the new positioning of Sony. Sony went from Hall 472 to Hall 42, which equals an increase in square meters from some 1,200 to 6,000, indicating the major importance that is Sony bringing to IFA, and obviously we are very pleased that Sony has undertaken this step. If there is one key argument why IFA is succeeding, then it's this chart. The chart shows the increase in terms of registered trade visitors from Europe over the last 3 years. France, Netherlands, Italy, Great Britain, Denmark, Austria, Belgium, and Switzerland. You see that with the exception of Switzerland, in all the other main European markets, there was a steep increase in these trade visitor figures. We are deeply convinced that ultimately people and not products are moving markets. Therefore, you need to inspire people in order to move markets, and you need to inspire people in order to do some really good brand positioning. And we feel that never any electronic device will be empty. That no electronic device will ever be as profoundly and as personal a communication as, let's say, the direct contact, the one-to-one contact. So, at the end of the day, we feel that if you want to inspire people, if you want to move markets, you have to meet other people, you have to convince other people, and therefore you need a platform to do so. And that's why there is a future for trade shows, and that's why we will continue on our path with IFA. I guess we will only be successful if we succeed in not only giving information, but when if we are able to generate emotion, to create emotion. And therefore, the visit of a trade show really has to be strong on both sides. You have to get unique information, and you have to get really good emotions. And that's the path we will continue on with the entire IFA team, and that's the way we want to improve in the near future. And I guess that a weekend like this helps on this way, and hopefully we can share this view. So thank you very much indeed for your attention.